Hear ye, and welcome to the Royal Geek Podcast. I'm your host, Tyler Rollison, also known as T-Roll, and tonight I am joined by my very good friends. First of all, we have Justin Sandoval, a.k.a. Sandy. We also have Anthony Amato, who we like to call Shamato. And, of course, we got the landlord, Jordan Mosley, in the building. Boys, we are here for episode number 4 of the Trial by Tomato Season 1, and we are reviewing, well, we're going to have an express review, but we're about to have an update on our Trial by Tomato scores and the leaderboard and all of that fun stuff for the 4th movie in our season, Michael. So, excited to do this. This is always a lot of fun. Our listeners love, hearing about how this is going. What a fun idea this has been. Once again, we got to give a shout out to Jordan, who's done a lot of work with AI to make this even possible. As we look back at where we were several weeks ago when we did Michael, we were all putting our votes in. Here's where we started. You guys excited? I feel like I'm just stealing the show right now. Justin, Shamato, Jordan, are you guys excited to talk about Michael right now or what?
I mean, yeah, absolutely. I mean, especially after our preview episode, I'm gonna look like a fool this episode because I was so high on it.
Yeah, you were. The preview episode, we did talk about that. Spoiler alert, both me and Justin went over, and then both Jordan and Shamato went under. So there is going to be some serious ground made up here. So ladies and gentlemen, let's get into it. At the beginning of season 1, the line was set for this mega film. Michael celebrating one of the biggest artists in the history of the literal planet. Okay. And the betting line was set at 85 and a half, 85.5. Okay. Now, like we said, me and Justin went over. Jordan and Shamato, they both went under. And here's where it landed. The movie itself, at time of recording this Trial by Tomato podcast, scored at a whopping 39%.
That's miserable. Absolutely miserable. I
Dude,
can't believe
it's so
it.
bad. It's so bad. I'm excited to hear both what you and Shamato have to say because you guys saw this movie. Me and Jordan did not. Seeing that it's 39%, I'm really glad that I did not. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, oh my goodness, 39%. So here's where we landed. 4 of us, everything that we voted. Justin came in highest at 90.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
90.
I know. Yep.
I was at 87, so again, we were over. And then for the unders, Shamato was at 78. Of the 4 of us, the man who did the best, the man who did the absolute best was Jordan Mosley. So he had 75. Well done, Jordan. We are so proud of you.
Thank you.
He's still way off.
Yeah, you're still way off, but you
Almost doubled.
You technically did the best. So, and here's kind of where we landed. Right now, our leaderboard is, no shocker here, our boy Daquan. Dude, can you guys just give it up?
Yeah, I know.
Daquan,
He's amazing.
I mean, he is literally running away with this thing. He is the only person that has been right on every film. All 4 movies he has got right on the over-under. So he is sitting in first place still in first place.
Have we discussed, what if Daquan is AI?
Yeah, it's a good point.
He's the King's Line.
That's a really good point.
What if the King's Line became self-aware
And did its own submission?
Became sentient. It's officially sentient.
Oh my!
Yo,
Cool.
that's crazy. Hold on, time out. That might be real. Jordan's
I've
like,
never-
T-Roll's an idiot.
Jordan's like, what did I create?
Yeah. Jordan's like, oh my god, I'm an idiot. What did I say?
I have never seen the King and Daquan in the same room together.
Exactly.
Dude, seriously. Speaking of the King's line, so the King did vote as well, and this is the King actually. I think this is the best he's done compared to us. He
Yep.
beat all of us. Yeah. So the King came in at a score of where is it? Hold on, I'm looking for this.
74?
He said he went under, and I'm not seeing where he was, Jordan. So maybe you can tell me. I'm having
Yeah,
a
I
hard
think it's
time reading.
74.
74. Okay.
Yeah.
So he did the best. The King did the best. Of all of our listeners, the best person with a score of 56, which was still very far off, was actually Jordan, your little brother, right? Will, is your little brother?
Bro.
Big brother.
Yeah, baby bro.
Baby brother, excuse me. Okay. So, yeah, Will had the best of all of our listeners, but, again, nobody was close, with this thing being at 39. Unbelievable. So, anyways, a real quick look at the leaderboard. Daquan is in first place. Leo King is in second, and Peter Johnson is in third. I can't remember. Those names sound so familiar. I can't remember if they were in second and third last time we looked at the leaderboard before this movie. But here's an update on where we, your hosts for the Royal Geek Podcast, fall. We're currently, T-Roll, myself, still in first place out of the four of us, but I'm in 7th place. And then Sandy is in 8th place. Jordan, you're in 11th. And Shamato up to 12th. There's a big gap between Jordan and Shamato before this one. Shamato's making up ground. I want to make one more point for all of our listeners. We still have one listener, one unfortunate listener, our boy Marcus Callahan, who has not gotten a single pick right so far on the over-under. Yeah, tough times for Marcus. But hey, sometimes this game is like that, you can't win them all. But yeah, boys, a lot of fun. Obviously, Trial by Tomato, the best idea we have ever had, the most fun we've ever had on this pod. It's fun getting to engage with all of our listeners who have taken part in this season. But let's do this right now. Two of you, Justin and Anthony, you guys actually saw this film. I'd love to know, were the critics crazy? Like, they have it at 39%. The fan score, which, ooh, boy, talk about a difference here. The fan score is at 97. So there's oftentimes a big drop-off between the fan score and the critic score.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Justin, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Like, what is going on here?
Okay, all right. So yeah, I did see it, and I went into it knowing the Rotten Tomato score was in the 30s, and I was like, this cannot be. Like, I was on the 90 train. I was on the one who was like, okay, you know what? This is gonna be it. This is gonna be amazing. This is gonna be great. I love his music. How do you go wrong? The dude was an icon. Like, literally, it was. Olden days, Elvis Presley, phenomenon, right? Worldwide, captivating, right? And then MJ came, and MJ, he's the worldwide phenomenon. And just growing up, man, I was like, this has to be good. It has to be. And so I was all on that hype train, and then I watched the movie, knowing that it's in the 30s. And I enjoyed it, man. I thought it was really good. And the whole time watching the movie, I was like, how are the critics chewing this up? I was honestly baffled. There was at least 2 to 3 times where in the movie where I was smiling so big that like tears of joy were starting to form in my eyes. Like, it was honestly, it was a fun time. It was incredible.
Wow.
You couldn't help but like move your shoulders to the music scenes. It was just, dude, it was a feeling. It was a vibe. Our friend of the podcast, Antonio, he went to go see it tonight. He just got out, and he sent me a little mini review.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, yeah. He said, he says, this movie, I'm about to go listen to his entire discography right now after watching this movie. It was a really good movie. He said that he agreed with my statement of the moments that made you smile so much that you had tears in your eyes. He says he thinks that the critics hated on it because it didn't have his complete story. It ended with his story continues, and it was only at his 3rd album. So like, I feel like they're setting us up for a sequel.
What?
Exactly. Yeah.
That's crazy. Which you don't often get sequels for these types of movies, right?
No, not at all. But telling you, this man's a legend, and he has so much more. Like, his 3rd solo album was the last thing that they finished in this movie, and he has way more to go. So it was good. It was good, man. I don't know why it wasn't a 90. I'll tell you that it wasn't a 90. It was.
Speaking of 90,
yeah,
and speaking of your boy Tone has taken part. Antonio also took part in our Trial by Tomato. And since you mentioned him, I thought, hey, let's just see how he did. Did he go over? Did he go under? The line was 85.5. Antonio, my friend, you went over, and you were wrong.
Oh.
Antonio also said, just like you, Justin, right on the money, 90. You both said 90 for this film. So it makes sense that you guys are in such alignment. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. What
Makes
can I
total
say?
sense.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we will say Shimano is having some technical difficulties, so we don't have any. He's not here to tell us about his experience. Did either of you guys hear what his thoughts were? I guess going to be a bummer if he.
No, we probably should have asked him while he was still here, but
Probably should
technical
have.
difficulties. And I mean, I have a feeling that Shimano's used to this in his life when it comes to technology.
It's fitting. It's fitting, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Well. Me and Jordan didn't see it, but we took part. Jordan, you and Shimano, you won this week. You both said under. Anything you'd like to say about your performance this week before we wrap this up?
Well, man, I wanted it to be over. I really did. But like, I mean, I love Michael Jackson's music. Even tonight at work, some of the guys were playing, we're playing music in the back of the restaurant. They were playing some other people. One guy was singing Michael Jackson, like in the front of the restaurant. Like it's just everywhere. I love the music. I want it to be good. Without me seeing it, like my opinion on it is it's hard to make movies like this. It just like, especially when the estate is involved, because they want to shine the best light on him. Where, I mean, if it's tough because like there's all these allegations and all this stuff out there, right? But you get people that know him that say he's genuinely a good person and a sweet person, and like, so if you look at like, if that train of thought is like, you want him to like be betrayed that way, but like you can't just side skirt all of the stuff. And because the family was so heavily involved, like you knew they were going to. So like I feel like it's not a true biopic because it's so biased. I'm still gonna see it. Like I'm looking forward to seeing it. I haven't had time yet.
Yeah. Well,
I will say real quick to Jordan's statement. He is right that this movie did paint everything positive, but the movie did end before he started getting into like the later half of his career where things started to get a little questionable. Like this,
how
the
convenient.
Yeah, this entire movie was like, it was feel good, and this may be true to his actual life. Like he may have had this very good positive life up to this point, but the
what year did it cut off?
88 or it was either 88 or 89 around there.
Because like 93 was whenever like allegations and the stuff started hitting the fan.
Yeah. So yeah, it was fair right before there. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, the sequel may be a lot different if there is one. All I know is that it ended saying his story continues. So
I want to ask you a question, but I just can't.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. All right. We'll wrap it up there. Listen. We are almost at the midway point of season 1 of Trial by Tomato. Okay. So our next movie coming up is just in a couple of weeks. It is, get ready, ladies and gentlemen. It is Mortal Kombat 2. All right. So
let's go, baby.
So we'll probably do another preview, a quick, short little preview episode on that next week. But just get excited. I just want to say, get excited. I might as well mention. I said that the top. Why did I say the top 10? Right. So Antonio, he's in 10th. My boy Chandler Grantham, shout out Chandler. He's in 9th currently. Sandy's in 8th. I'm in 7th. Richie Valdez, who has appeared on the podcast before, he is in 6th currently. Kyle Horton is in 5th. Will Mosley, the better Mosley, is in 4th. And then I said, that's right. I said the top 3 earlier, but one more time. Peter Johnson in 3rd. Leo King in 2nd. And of course,
boy,
Daquan.
The king.
The king. Never seen them both in the same room. That was great. That was a great line. He's in 1st. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in. This was the Trial by Tomato update on Michael. Thank you for taking part. Again, this is only going to get better. Season 2, we're going to take it up a notch, so you're going to want to be a part of it. Stay tuned. Stay locked in on our Instagram as we're going to be posting some leaderboard stuff in the coming days. It's going to be exciting. And, with all that in mind, for my good friends Sandy and, of course, the landlord, Jordan Mosley, this is T-Roll saying thank you so much for listening to the Royal Geek Podcast. We will see you next time, you peasants.